Well, hello again, internet people, artificial intelligent entities, supernatural beings, including sentient tide, bottles, and the Loch Ness monster. Today we're going to be talking about the Elm architecture. It looks pretty simple. Um, Here we're talking here on the Elm Lang Guide a little bit about it. They're basically saying, hey, there's programmers who basically reinvented this architecture over and over again, and they called it spooky. I don't know why that's spooky. It just seems like a logical consequence of people running into the same problem over and over again. But hey, calling it spooky, I guess sounds cool. Um, so, a little bit of a humble brag here about the history. Hey, Redux has been inspired by the Elm architecture. So saying, hey, we're legit, and here's the pattern. Saying, hey, we're going to wait for user input from the browser. For example, the user is going to hit this increment button. That's going to send a certain type of message. The state's going to get updated. That updated state is going to get translated to HTML, and that's going to be served back to the browser, and then it's going to sit there and wait and do that whole loop again. So here's kind of the way they break it down. Model, view, update. Model is the state. View is the way, you turn the state into the HTML. And update is the way that you update the state based on the message. So this is kind of the message handler saying, hey, when I get this message, update the model this way. Yeah. So we're going to go a little bit through the some of this little increment decrement thing here. And again, here's kind of the REPL loop again, starting here. Wait for the user input. So it's sitting here waiting for me to either increment or decrement. So in this case, if I hit the plus button, that's going to send a message to update. In this case, the update is right here. So it's saying, hey, in the case of increment, I'm going to return the model, model plus 1. So that's a new model state. So produce the new model, call view to get the new HTML. So the new updated model state needs to be translated into HTML. So the view takes in that model state and says, hey, I'm gonna return this new HTML. So you can see that's what's happening there. Then the new HTML is shown on the screen is rendered, and then it's kind of repeating. So yeah, it's pretty easy code here. The model is pretty straightforward. It's just an int that's been initialized to 0. These messages are basically the types of messages that can come from the browser or whoever's sending it to our Elm program. The update, again, pretty easy. Takes a message and a model and returns a new model state. And the view takes that new updated model and translates it into this beautiful new HTML. So hope that wasn't too simple. Maybe something of value came out of it, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks. Bye.